All right. What's going on, IK Familia? It is your boy BN, aka Mr. Kingdom Builder, and today we are back again, about to give you guys some of that good education and quality information here in Infinity Kingdom. Today is going to be big. We're going to be talking about the 1 year anniversary, kind of giving some of our highlight points. We might talk a little bit about 136 and how some things are going. I'm also going to be giving away 5 unique anniversary gift codes that the CC team was very kind enough to provide. And this is going to be just kind of a reminiscing video. I'm going to try and keep it short, as much as I usually can, not, but we will make an attempt. Before we get started, as always, make sure you guys sub, like, ring that notification bell, and of course, if you want to join and be a part of our conversation, you can hit up our Discord, which you can find in the description, and pin comment down below. Before we get started, here is your first gift code. We're going to be giving away 5 throughout the video. The first one is G as in golf, C as in Charlie, 3, Y as in Yankee, L as in Lima, P as in Peter, I as in India, E as in Echo. Now, if it does matter on capitalization, what I will say is that the the P and the E are lowercase. I don't know if that's going to matter, but in case it does, there you go. All right. Man, it's like I said, it's been a crazy ride for most of you that know. I started back. Officially, I actually hopped on the Discord because I was trying to check and find out, like, when was the first time that I had made a post. And so I was looking back, like, when I just type in my results, I have like over 3,500 results. But when I look at when I got into everything, right, it was back in November. It was Monday, November 2nd. It was my very first post on the Discord. I'll actually show this to you guys as well, which is pretty wild. But you can see here, right, very first post of me coming on. And where is it here? Okay, yeah, see, so you can see here 11. Oh gosh, I gotta re-click on this. You see Monday, November 2nd, 2020, 4:18. Right, now this is when I came on the Discord. I was actually playing a little bit before this, right, in October. But when I came on the Discord, right, this was kind of my first opportunity just to kind of come and see how things are. You know what, I probably should have just, instead of doing all that, I probably just should have went like this. That probably would have been easier. It's all good. But anyways, right, so I just wanted to kind of show that off. And I think it was, man, it was so, I remember when I first started playing, one of the very first things that initially really caught my eye, and I hope for the most part probably others, was the kind of visual prowess and the just something that was not only relatable, but it just looked clean. It looked fresh. I mean, even when I look at Infinity Kingdom now, right, it's, again, you don't have, kind of like lackluster graphics. I mean, even the stone, right, from afar, it doesn't look super, pixelated, or, whatever kind of technical terms that we want to use, grainy, if you will, right? It looks simple, it looks clean. Even the gnomes, right? I mean, again, having kind of small animations, but you can still kind of identify them. The cities themselves, right? It's almost kind of like we're playing Legos, except you're just not noticing the ridges or the connecting bumps. And I think for me, just to name a few things, right? Those have always been, from when I get into a game, right? It has to be visually appealing. I think IK hits that. And when we look at how the game has developed, right? I mean, it's funny because not a lot of people even know that back in the day, right, and again, I only know so far back because I know some things were different on server 1, even when server 2 was released as well. But when I joined on server 4, probably on, I want to say halfway, if not 3/4 through server 4, right, they ended up having, like, they used to have like a rallying thing that they had in place, but they changed that. Some of you might remember that the capital cities themselves actually used to give a lot more gold than they do now. Some of you might even remember that they used to give research and building speed increases back in the day. Right, some of you might even remember the alliance update that they made going into global release, where you were able to actually just immediately upgrade Big Family. Like, you could do any tech, right? Any tech that you had unlocked based on the alliance level, and you could just upgrade it finish it, upgrade it again, finish it. Well, technically you'd upgrade it, wait for the cooldown to go, upgrade it again, wait for the cooldown to go. But you could do that all the way to Big Family 10, all the way to Brothers in Arms 10. Then you could go over to AP and SP recovery and level all of those immediately up to 10, right? Because they didn't have the level restriction like they have now, where if I want to, as an example, right, if I do, it says right here, after Alliance reaches level 3, Big Family can be upgraded to level 3, right? So you have to be at that level to upgrade the tech to that level. But before global release hit, you can literally upgrade your Alliance shells immediately to Big Family 10. And what that did for you is it allowed for you to be able where you could get to 150 player cap, and then because you're there, you are now able to start doing max donations, which was really cool, right? Because well, not even just max donations, right? Well, technically max donations, but you're able to do it based on the amount of players that are in the Alliance, right? So instead of you donating with just 50, 60, 70 people, now you're donating 150 times, right, every hour. And that's something that if you just think of that from kind of developing your tech, right, you're doing 150 donations arguably within the first couple of weeks, the first month, compared to how long it takes you to hit a level 10 Alliance. You're doing it at such a faster pace, and you're able to hit a lot more of these higher techs, right, than you are kind of having to go through the slow process of just investing in a tech you might not necessarily want to invest into just so you can hit that next Alliance level. So just, again, these are some interesting things that I've noticed. Of course, we all remember the IK Love incident as well, where IK was just loving us a little bit too hard, and we were all able to use that basically unlimited regenerative redeem code, right? Some rumors were going around where it was like later mentioned that it might have been an employee. There was an accident, some kind of a bug that happened on the back end, right? Some people said, they just put it out there as their kind of like last hurrah. I mean, who really knows? But that was such a big thing. I remember when that happened. And guess what? Here's another gift code. So the next one here is going to be 01. Y is in Yankee, X is in X-ray, Z is in Zebra, R is in Romeo, X is in X-ray, 3. And if it helps or if it matters, the lowercase letters are Z and R. Okay, and that's gift code number 2. And so, when IK Love was going around, I just remember first hearing about it. And, of course, I entered it like I'm sure almost everyone did that found out about it, just to kind of see. And I don't think it really damaged anyone doing it the first time, but for people that were really abusing it and just going, which I'm sure many people were doing because they ended up doing a rollback as well. But some people were able to get around that, and so it was such a big thing, man. It was blowing up like crazy. They had to slow down the IK Gen Chat, which was wild. And oh man, it was some very interesting times. Man, there was even something that happened on, oh gosh, what was the other thing that happened? I can't think of it right now. It's going to come back to me. I'm having a brain fart. But with that being said, man, let's take a look real quick into 136, just kind of see how some things are popping off. It's actually pretty much the same as far as 1s and 2s. I don't think any 3s have come. Let's see if 3s have come available. Okay, doesn't look like it. I imagine that probably just the level 3, they can just max level the cities to 3 now based on Chronicle. But we're waiting, I think it's Chronicle 6, right? Yeah, so 6 is when 3s are going to be available, and then you can do the 4 level. So these will open up here in 4 hours and 47 minutes, so a little after reset. We'll receive rewards when 13 level 2 cities. So this is basically going to hit immediately. So once this happens here in 5 hours, you'll have level 3 cities that are available to start grabbing. And then I'm sure it's just going to be Ape. Now let's take a look at the faction power real quick and see how some things are going. Where am I at? Oh my god, 9 minutes. I got to hurry this up. Okay, next gift code. Q is in Quincy. I'm going to go with L as in Lima. L as in Lima. T as in Tango. I as in India. I as in India. 4 T as in Tango. Okay. Okay, actually, scratch that. Do that the other way. I had to like type this out because I have to see. This is really interesting. I did not know that the L's are actually the close ones and the I's are the ones that are spread apart. So it actually should read Q is in Quincy, I is in India, I is in India, T is in Tango, L is in Lima, L is in Lima, 4T. And the lowercase letters here, if it matters, is the 2 T's and the 2 L's. Okay. Hopefully I gave that one out right. All right. And now, so we're back to 136. And let's take a look at faction power. Let's just see how some people are developing here for Alliance. Wow, someone's almost 10 mil already, of course. That's Club Japan. Infinity Warriors, though, are making a play here. Omni and Wick and some of the other guys. This is not bad. Pillager. There for IW2. Where's TWK? I mean, we're third. Did I miss them? I can't tell if I did. Taco Family. I'm going to be honest, man. Tacos do not sound bad right now. All right. Let's see here. Some castle levels. Oh my god, some people are already level 30. 5 people are 30. This guy's 32. Strongest true power, 58. I like how we're doing the 404 not found. YOLO. That's so funny. Oh wow, okay, so we got some Earth Marches coming out now that are looking a little more solid. Alright, flexing a little bit of water. What's Lord Power? Oh gosh, wow man. I think when we last checked someone was a little over 300. Now we got 2 people breaking 404. Man, okay. Shaping up. Mostly almost looks like mostly green and red. Blue looks like they're getting pushed out maybe a little bit. Now, most of our allies are in red, I believe, for our kind of CC content creator allies. All right, next gift code is going to be P as in Peter, V as in Victor, D as in Delta, C as in Charlie, Z as in Zebra, 9, D as in Delta, 1. And lowercase letters are P, V, and D, those first 3 letters. All right, that's gift code number 4. So we got one more to give now. Okay, let's take a look at faction power to see how we're doing. Because in this event, faction power is pretty much the main drive. And that was not... Was that faction power? It was. This is always Alliance faction power, though. Okay. Looks like green. CBJ's doing good. Killing it right now. Killing it with the job. All right. Let's see. Okay, IW looks like they got 2, though. Red's doing decent. IW2 has some. We do not have any, but there's 20 alliances right now that have 1 or more cities. With ARC having the most, along with CJP and Val. Shout out there. Shout out there. Let's look at alliance levels. Okay, so a bunch of people are already alliance level 3. It looks like 12 alliances are 3 already. That's actually, I guess, decent this page that we're seeing. Let's see what's popping off in World Chat. It's always interesting. I think you win in spite of Jimmy. That's all we need to know. That summarizes World. I'm shocking. It summarizes World Chat. Oh man, too wild. All right, let's see what our time's at. We're at 13:44. So, one thing, before I give out the last gift code, one of the things I would really love to know is what has your experience been in Infinity Kingdom for the past year, right? Whether you've only played for a month, you played for 2 months, and even more so, right, for the people that have played for, I'd say, like 6-9+ months, if you've played since global release or prior to global release, right? 2 things here. 1, what has your experience been in Infinity Kingdom so far? And 2, what are some big changes or big things that you've noticed that maybe the bigger part of the community hasn't noticed, right? Whether it was a change that was happening during beta, for some cool things or different things that maybe they had in the game that they don't anymore. Maybe just some changes that they did along the way that you thought were really good. Maybe you wondered why they were changed. And overall, like I said, I'd love to hear your guys' stories, your thoughts on what your experience has been like, whether it's, again, anytime the past year, if it's less than that. Let me know in those comments down below. I'd really love to hear. Now, from that, here is going to be your last gift code that I'm going to sign off. The last one is going to be Y is in Yankee, Q is in Quincy, A is in Alpha, F is in Foxtrot, B is in Bravo. Number 2, I is in India, V is in Victor. The lowercase letters here are Q, F, I, and V, if that helps. All right. And that is pretty much going to be it for me. Again, be looking forward to doing another kind of 136 update. And I'm going to have some really cool content that we're going to be able to start bringing you guys as well, outside of when we did the strongest castle levels. I got to check in as well on 90, I think it's 94, if I remember correctly, to see if that guy has hit castle 50 yet, because that dude was just bananas. With that being said, that is it from me. As always, glad to have you guys tune in, I think, is what we go with. And that's it. I'm out. Until next time, we'll catch y'all later.